This morning we are educating Mid-Michigan. Craig Douglas back on the couch with us this morning. Now the new school year is underway. We'll be talking about what parents and guardians should watch out for in this new school year. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, so many families out there getting back in the groove. Activities and events are happening so quickly, and that pretty soon a couple of weeks of class will go by before you know it. In all this flurry, what are a few key indicators parents and guardians should watch for?
So I'm here to try and encourage parents and guardians to cue in on things they probably already are thinking about, and that's the physical and mental awareness of their children. As the days are longer, school year's back in session, I'm especially concerned about secondary kids, high school especially. They have sports and activities after school. So long days. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about diet and rest and some basic things to cue in on and make those adjustments early in the school year, whatever adjustments are, so that the wellness of the individual student is protected.
Well, this may be obvious, but what are some of those signs of physical, mental health fatigue in students, and what can parents do to help?
So can I kid you a little bit?
Sure, you know me, I'm not a serious guy.
The obvious one is crankiness.
Okay.
If the student seems to be a little short-tempered, a little out of sort, a little acting different than normal, that may be an indication that, the rest isn't quite right, or maybe the diet isn't, maybe the school lunch is not being consumed. A lot of hypotheticals here. But Matt, what I'm saying is act on instinct. Parents have great instincts. They have almost a radar, right? So listen to that instinct and act on it, and don't be concerned about overacting. I think the easy mistake to make is to say, well, let's see a couple more days, a couple more weeks. Well, that's what I tried to say in introduction. Time passes so quickly that pretty soon you're into the middle of a marking period to try and make an adjustment.
Well, and then how early should a parent step in then if they notice their child is falling behind?
Definitely early is better than later. And many schools have great resources for parents where they can see in real time attendance and achievement data. And if an assignment is missed, I would encourage parents to jump right on it and find out why. I don't mean to jump on the kid, but I mean to act on it quickly.
Stay on top of it, yeah.
Yeah, because once an assignment's missed, then becomes 2 or 3, then it's harder to play catch up. It's like anything else. You want to stay on top of it, and now is the time to do it at the beginning of the school year. It's an exciting time, but it's also a time to be proactive.
Well, speaking of being proactive, when should they then reach out to their teachers or counselors?
I think as soon as possible. In many cases, parents have already made those introductions, whether it's an open house or some informal visit to school. If for some reason that hasn't happened, maybe they weren't able to make it or their school hasn't scheduled it yet, I would encourage parents to take the initiative, to make a cold call and talk to the school secretary and to make sure that they know who you are, especially if you're new to the building or new to the community. So that reaching out ahead of time before there's a reason to reach out will maybe help later on if there is a reason, whether it's an illness or an achievement issue, or maybe there's a behavioral challenge, whatever it is, an early contact now may pay dividends later.
Bottom line, it just sounds like to stay invested with what your child's up to in the classroom. As always, you offer some helpful insight and tips, and we appreciate it, Mr. Douglas.
Thank you.